to get it done because I've had this in my head. I knew I needed to do it and to be better than what's there now, which is currently nothing. You are a dive bar person. You absolutely have to go to.
Hey everybody, Kirk with Transfer Warehouse, and this is another edition of Beyond the Rolls. I got my co-host Maggie, and also special guest is with Brittany, and she is part of our and heading up our Completed Apparel Division. Say hey, Brittany.
Hello. Happy to be here. Thanks for joining us.
So a little bit, obviously, Brittany, if you can just kind of tell us maybe how did you get into making completed apparel? What was your history or background before this? So.
Well, I guess I pretty much worked retail almost for the first half of my career. And as much as I love that, there gets to be a little bit of burnout. Sometimes, long hours, lots of weekends and things. And, then I had an opportunity to run a shirt shop, which I knew absolutely nothing about. But I'm like, you know what, let's go, let's try this out. And I guess we just went full force with that. It was so much fun to be creative and really get, a hands-on approach to kind of like making the things instead of just selling the things. And then I had the opportunity to come and run this Completed Apparel Division, which I'm even more excited about because it's kind of a merriment of the two things. So,
cool. What was your first thing that got you really excited to do this? What was the project you had?
Oh my gosh, I think the thing that inspired me the most was the shirt shop that I worked with a lot of nonprofits and local organizations, and I just really liked kind of being able to, create something that's branded apparel for them so that they can show awareness for their cause and everything like that. So it was just really inspiring, and I don't know who thought that a t-shirt could mean so much.
That's awesome.
So when we think about, obviously, Transfer Warehouse now having completed apparel, and what's, really maybe explain what's the real goal, why we have that.
Yes.
Obviously we sell all the materials, everything else, so people can make the shirts, but why do we have completed apparel?
So we have completed apparel specifically for that same reason, kind of, is to support and enable it so that small businesses, maybe crafters, people that are just getting started, can do bigger jobs. They can do things that they don't normally do, as far as maybe you have a heat press and you can do vinyl, maybe you have a cutter, right? But you get a job for 200 pieces, and now all of a sudden you and your heat press, it's going to take you a long time. And then maybe that same exact customer wants some embroidered hats, but you don't have an embroidery machine. We can actually make those hats for you so that you can sell them to your customers. So we're kind of helping our already customer base grow their customer base and do more things. And that's just, I think, a really nice thing, because it goes hand in hand, and it kind of goes back to the just, doing good for people and enabling them to be able to just be better and do more and, share their good with everybody.
So let's talk about, obviously, if I'm a customer, I want to ship right to my customer. Because obviously, why would I bring it to me and
right.
go? And so, do we do that?
Absolutely, yep. So if you are placing the order on the website, you actually can enter in the separate address that you would like us to ship them to, and we can ship them blind, because of course it's going to save time, it's going to save money, and then your customer knows no different that you didn't make the items because it's coming from you.
Okay. Yeah.
And you mentioned a little bit of embroidery. What different services do you guys offer?
All right, so we offer a little bit of everything. So we have 7 embroidery heads, so we can embroider on all of the embroidery things, as far as hats, polos, backpacks, sweatshirts, whatever you can think of. Sublimation drinkware. We do stickers. We've got full sublimation, and then also just sublimation on clothing, and rhinestone apparel. So that's something that's super fun, because those can be a little bit more challenging to do. Oh my goodness, what else is there? Of course, printed apparel, which is great for those large runs of things, and even custom cutting services. So maybe you've got that 200-piece job and you're like, yeah, let's go, I can do this, but you don't want to sit and weed 200 pieces of vinyl, right? Because that's a little bit painstaking, let's be honest, right?
Well,
sometimes it's therapeutic, sometimes.
Some say it's therapeutic. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy. There are some people, that go through that and they're like, absolutely not, I never want to do that again. Yeah. And some people are like, give me all of it.
I know.
Or even
but then when you're under the pressure, let us just help a little bit, give you some of your time back, right?
Yes, yeah.
You only get so much time, and then you can get that order turned around faster and in the hands of your customer a little bit faster.
And that's, I think, a huge piece of kind of what you were saying is time. So many people time is money. And so if I can save time by just outsourcing this one piece of my job and then I can handle the rest, like to have you guys finish it is going to be huge for people.
Yeah, and even if that's something that we're helping you with today, maybe in 5 years you're the one that has the 7 embroidery heads, right? But we can kind of supplement that and help you grow your business as you transition into being, you know, in that case where you can do it yourself.
Yeah, well, and like, because you talk about some of these things are huge investments. An embroidery machine is a huge investment for people. So if you can supplement, like I said, with somebody getting embroidery from you versus having to purchase the machine is huge.
Yep, exactly. And the shop that I worked at actually did that for a while until, you know, they were able to grow and kind of get into their own embroidery machine. So it's a very common thing, and it definitely did foster the growth that we needed to be able to get to that point.
And I even think about, like, you know, you even have, let's say you get a one-hand embroidery machine, but you get all of a sudden a bigger job, it's still, we can help augment that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's kind of cool is, like, obviously, because even, like, you can make samples, you can do everything else, but there's still a point of, like, hey, time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what everybody's trying to fight for around here as far as time. So, so it's really kind of cool. I think it's an exciting opportunity we've opened up to our customers that I think will really take off.
Oh yeah, I have spent, I have split up shifts with team members in the old shirt shop where we had a one-head embroidery machine, and it can only do so much, and we get a 100-piece hat order, and that thing's running from 8 in the morning till 10 at night, and people just have to sit and watch it, you know, because it can only go so fast. Yep, but we got to get it done. So definitely that would be a perfect use case for having, you know, us supplement that job for that customer, because we can do it much faster. We can literally do it 7 times faster, you know.
And obviously, one other thing, new market segment I heard, obviously, is DTF is hot.
Yes.
Can the customers, can they get DTF?
Oh,
on
yeah.
the Completed Apparel?
Yeah,
Okay.
they can order DTF, just the transfers for themselves, or they can order a DTF printed apparel, which, you know, is a very fast process as well, and we can do as few as 1 piece, which is also really nice. So a customer that's looking for that sample piece to showcase their customer, maybe they just aren't quite sure how the artwork will look, you know, on there, and they don't want to make the commitment of ordering, you know, 100 transfers or 50 transfers or even 20 transfers, right? They just want to see what the 1 piece looks like. So that's the perfect use for that. Or, you know, if they want just a one-off shirt because they don't have the time, we can do that for them too.
Or for any of those presents that you just need that last minute present for, you know, Father's Day, things like that.
Might be a little late.
Well, yeah, sorry, a little late. But you know what I mean? Little holidays like that where you want that. Most of the time, those are personal. Like you give stuff personal on Father's Day, things like that.
Yeah. So.
Fun.
So enough about the work stuff.
Yeah.
So, what do you like to do outside of when you're not at Heat Transfer Warehouse?
Well, that's interesting. So right now, currently, I am absolutely in love with sitting outside because, as you may or may not know, it's very cold in North Dakota for about 9 months of the year, and it's not pleasant to be out there. So I'm loving just the whole, like, sitting outside patio season thing, going for walks with my big Airedale Terrier, and, you know, the occasional little bit of running and just, you know, every bit of sunshine that I can soak up.
I hear you. And we got really lucky. It feels like this season it got really warm really quick, which fingers crossed it just keeps going. It lasts. It doesn't mean the coldness comes quicker, but yeah, no, I hear you. I'm definitely
kind of like a light switch.
I keep forgetting to I have a chair and I keep forgetting to put it in the back of my car because I like to sit outside on my lunch quite a bit too.
Yeah, I did that just the other day. I'm like, you know what? I think I want to sit outside. I love the air conditioning and that, but it's just like, let's just go have that.
But there is another chair at the other warehouse, by the way, that is not being used. So
really?
Just so you know that it's out there.
Okay.
So.
Just go roll an office chair out there.
Let's see. Favorite color?
I like blue. Shades of blue. Depends on, but it's like I'm always drawn to blue. If I get to pick like a shirt or I get to pick a color or pick whatever, it's like I'm always going for that blue one.
I know you have been doing some home projects. Have you been working on anything else at home? I know you're getting into the decor in the bathroom.
So I am DIYing some built-in cabinets because we don't really want to put a bunch of stuff in them, and they're very expensive, like for a contractor or company to come do. And you know, I've been watching like TikTok and I've got some Pinterest shots that I am just trying to duplicate. So we'll see if that works or not. But you know, it's going to be better than what's there now, which is currently nothing. So I'm excited about that. And what else am I doing over there? Curtains. It's kind of boring, but I finally committed to some curtains.
Are you like going to do pattern curtains or like solid color?
These ones are solid color. because they have this like the little kind of like retro pinch plate at the top, and I'm like,
nice.
I don't know, and I didn't really know how to like actually like buy the things to do that to curtains, and then I found some that came like that already, so that's what I went with.
That's cool.
You know, you always take a risk, you know, when you kind of order online, and that's okay, you know, because it's still going to be a fraction of what it would be to have them custom done, so more affordable. We like that.
As long as they have good returns, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's always you know, you never know, but this lots of good reviews.
That helps.
Yeah.
Awesome. What else?
So favorite place to travel?
Oh my goodness, I think I've gotten lucky enough to get to travel a lot, but I think my favorite place to go to is definitely Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's just maybe because I've been there enough times or something like that, but it's just kind of, I don't know, very chill. Like you still kind of have the beach vibes, but it's not too touristy. It's not like the theme park stuff, which is great, but I feel like you can kind of just like go there and like relax, like a
And
local.
it's the warmth.
It's the warmth, of course.
Because it's usually in the
Well,
winter months that you're traveling there.
It's Florida, so it
Yeah,
just can't
it
go
has-
wrong there.
Yeah.
So
And that's what is fun too. Like even when we used to do trade shows, when you go to the same city multiple times, it starts to feel good of like, oh, I remember this place,
Yes.
place. It does feel familiar, which is really nice.
You know where to go eat.
Yeah.
And,
I always
you
liked
know.
Indianapolis when we would go
Yeah.
to trade shows. That in Kansas City I liked a lot.
I've never been to either of those two places.
They were nice in the summertime.
yeah, Indianapolis was.
It's cool, walkable.
It was great, very walkable.
Very walkable.
I think
It
that's
is
what I
there.
remember about Indianapolis, and then Kansas, depending on where we got stuck,
Yeah.
could be pretty walkable.
I
If
love
not, it's very
walkable. Because
Yeah.
like Fargo is like, you got like 3 blocks of walkable, and then it's like
20-minute drive.
20 square. It's like it takes 20 minutes to get anywhere in town.
Yeah.
Like 20
There's
minutes.
little pockets of good walkable
yeah.
pieces.
And
Moorhead's trying to work on it, but
yeah, I'm excited for the whole redevelopment of that. But it's like downtown, it's kind of the walkable space, and then like that's like 0.5% of the landmass of Fargo, I feel. But
Yeah, and the landmass of Fargo is like almost, was it 30% bigger than Boston, but yet the population is like 1/10% or something.
small amount. That's
it's super
crazy.
small.
I heard that.
and then you just think how people go up.
I know.
Yeah,
Big
and
cities.
we're just like just
We just
spread
go
out,
out.
Yeah.
just spread everywhere.
Was it?
So-
Did you say? Is it Jacksonville's the widest city?
Jacksonville
spread
is
out?
one of the biggest cities spread mass-wise as far as land volume.
That's crazy.
And to go from one end to the other is crazy. Because they're like, oh, we're just in Jacksonville. I'm like, okay, but where? Where is that? Because it can be a long drive, stuff like that. So
funny.
Yeah, that is a great place. I love the beach there. It's just like so flat. You
a
can
good-
ride bike on it. Like
Oh, cool.
Like
Do you-
legit run on.
Have you
the
ever
beach.
gone on like the fat tire bikes?
No, but it's something I really want to try.
My dad wants
I've
one
been
really
saying
bad.
like I want to try, and I've been saying that for like 4 years now. I think I should just like go try it.
Can you rent them anywhere here?
I think you can rent them. I think in Detroit Lakes at the
sure,
place,
the-
but
yeah.
you'd think there's a place in town to rent them. Shields maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think they might have some rentals.
All
No,
those
we don't.
crazy cool electric bikes that I'm seeing
I know, those are so
everywhere.
fun.
Those look so fun. I think
Yeah.
electric bike would be just fun because it's like if you have pedals on it, then you're legal and okay to go on the bike path.
Oh really?
And then you're probably going 20 miles an hour. So
Yeah.
minor detail on that, but you could go 20 some miles an hour on a bike.
Well, it's
so.
nice if you ever get like tired. You're like, oh man, I'm just tired. Okay, we're just gonna let it be
Yeah.
electric right now.
Well, when everything's so spread out, maybe that's the reason to have electric bike.
There we
True.
go. That's a good
So-
idea. Thinker.
So if you're in Fort Lauderdale, where would I want to go? Just
Okay, so if you are a dive bar person, you absolutely have to go to the Elbow Room. Yes, that is actually the Wi-Fi at my house. That's the name of the Wi-Fi network. Is Elbow
Oh
Room.
my gosh, that's hilarious.
It's just like it's this bar, and it's like okay, like you got all these like newer places. It's nice developed, and then it's just like this old building on the perfect corner, probably very expensive real estate. I don't think have put $1 into painting it, not the signage, like absolutely nothing whatsoever in there. But it's just packed all the time, and they always have like a live acoustic
Ooh,
type
I love
music.
that.
It's like really like chill there, like you can just kind of walk in. Cash only, of course, because it's a dive bar, right?
yeah.
And then I think the tap beer is in like those tiny little plastic cups. It's like $4 or $5. I don't remember, but it's just really nice.
Yep.
So, and if you're not a bar person, then I would probably just recommend walking up the, is it up? I don't know, down the ways just a little bit. And then there's this like cute, like old school little Fort Lauderdale. It must have been the downtown there before. And there's just like people walking all over. It's just like a couple blocks of just like gift shops and ice cream stores and candy stores. And it's called Lauderdale by the Sea. I don't know if it's an actual town, but it's just kind of the other fun thing you can do. Maybe a little bit less bar-like, but.
Cool. Well, there we go. If anybody ends up in Fort Lauderdale, go to the Elbow Room. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask. It's kind of a work question, kind of not. But do you ever make any fun stuff for yourself?
Ironically, I just I have all these ideas, and sometimes I'll be scrolling Instagram or Facebook at night, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool, or yeah, I should do something like that, and then when it comes down to it, I just don't ever make anything fun. My stepson just graduated high school, and we did a donut wall for him, and at the top we were gonna do congratulations, Kaden, and I think we said don't forget to congratulate Kaden. But it was the Friday night after work, graduation party was on Sunday, and I just was scrambling to get it done because I've had this in my head. I knew I needed to do it. Didn't take a long time, but I just put that off. I don't know why. It's just, I think that I just spend my creativity kind of helping others in doing their projects during the week, so there just isn't quite as much left.
So, favorite decoration method?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think all of the decoration methods definitely have a favorite place in time and project, but I definitely kind of like the look of embroidery. I don't know, when I first kind of got into this whole thing, I'm like, ooh, embroidery, is that just kind of past tense is kind of what I thought of it, and then now I'm it is so cool. I see it everywhere. It adds so much texture,
Yep.
and depth and dimension, and I don't know, it just looks really classy, I think. But I also really love super color transfers because I feel they just are really high quality. You can do the full color, and they have a nice feel to them, versus I don't know if you guys probably, everybody has one that's the old silk screen scratch-tastic, thick painted t-shirt.
It's all from your athletic stuff in school.
It's just ooh, I don't even want that. And then, those transfers are just have a really nice hand to them. So I think that's kind of nice. And then always, just metallic vinyl, because you can't get metallic anywhere else, true metallic, metallic gold, on black. It looks so pretty. And it's so fun to weed. And it's also fun to pull the masking off of the shirt because you got to let it cool down, and then it feels it's just not going to pull, and you just rip it, and it just looks so good.
Favorite kind of garment? What's your favorite garment to decorate?
Ooh, that's also hard. And it just varies. I go from one to another, one brand to another brand, and then I think currently my favorite garment, I would have to go with, I'm kind of a little bit liking the Comfort Colors vibe lately, probably because it's summer and they kind of have a big
really nice
type feel to them, so I'm kind of loving those a little bit. Although I definitely am not hating the Bella Canvas ladies fit, because right now it's I feel all my pants are kind of loose or baggy.
Yep.
They have that kind of, it's not the skinny jeans
it
as much, and it's okay, and I'm not very tall, so if I have a baggy shirt on and baggy pants, it's just
nope, they say you're supposed to balance that.
Yeah,
yep.
So a little bit fitted I think is okay, it's kind of bringing it back. How about you?
Oh, I mean, this is my shirt. I wear it literally all the time. I have it in a bunch of different colors. This isn't Bella Canvas.
Yeah.
It's because I run a little warm,
so
it's
okay.
nice.
Yeah.
It's a
and
little
that material
breathable.
is so soft.
It's so soft.
It's very soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've actually gotten multiple people on this shirt, by the way, too. So
it's a great shirt.
But yeah, this is my favorite.
So me, I mean, obviously this is probably one of my staples, which is a new era, but then also lately been trying the Mercer metal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want a sweater.
Those have been actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I really
kind of
like
liking their it's hot now, so I'm happy I'm not in a long sleeve, but some of their long sleeves are pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. You need to dabble in that.
And they decorate well with it. So
yeah.
So Brittany, words of wisdom to those out there listening.
Oh my goodness, so
watching.
Words of wisdom. Well,
any words you live by or anything like that. Quotes.
Any words that I live by or models. I don't know. I guess I would just say just keep going, or just keep swimming, not like Nemo, but just keep going, because whatever you're doing, if you're watching this podcast, you're probably either a crafter, a small business owner, maybe a bigger business owner, or something like that, and just keep going, because if you try really hard and you do good work and you're nice to your customers or your followers or whoever, it will just get better, and you will grow, and you will get to continue to do what you love. So just keep going.
Nice. I like a phrase is you grow through what you go through.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. So there you go. Obviously, more things happening. Always adding.
Oh my goodness.
new options,
Yes.
new things, and obviously I always tell everybody we're listening to you, so just make sure is like comment, let us know,
Yeah.
and the more we hear things, we'll make sure that we add those to make sure we're having that full customer experience for everybody.
100%. Being kind of the newest division at Heat Transfer Warehouse, like any feedback is really good because we don't know what to offer, what decoration methods, what types of products, and all we can do is try to make it better, and it's important to get that feedback.
There you go, everybody. Thanks again for watching Beyond the Rolls, and we'll catch you next time.